All right, chat. Do you guys want to see the Australian news again? Apparently, we got some more lefties that are losing their mind or so after Trump does the YMCA dance. Apparently, you guys wanna see that, chat? You guys wanna take a look at that? I can't. You can't be mean. You cannot be mean in the most recent one or so. Oh, is that Stell or so? Damn, she looking nice. Goddamn. You wanna know something, chat? I wanna wear something around my thigh, like how Stell has or so, around her thigh or so. That's what I wanna wear. I wanna wear something like that. I personally wanna wear something like that. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the lefties losing themselves or so
now
again.
Now it's time for lefties losing it, and let's hear from this.
All right, let's see. Let's take a look at it.
LGBTQIAA+ community, who tells his followers, "Don't worry if your family voted for Donald Trump. Forget about them. I'm your mummy now."
If you're queer and your family voted for Trump like mine did, hi, hello, I'm your mother now. Just checking in. Have you drank water today? Did you eat? Did you take your meds?
I'm gonna say this once and I'm gonna say it again. If you wear this much makeup on your face, it just kind of shows that you're a clown at the end of the day. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna be honest with you. I am not a fan with that much makeup on, to be honest.
Emphasis on the meds. And this next white dude for Kamala, who masqueraded as an unbiased journalist, could also do with some meds. Here is CBS journalist John Dickerson with Stephen Colbert just fighting back the tears.
How would you explain that to a 14-year-old today? How would you explain this election?
I'll try not to think about my boys, because
yes.
I can only imagine how embarrassed his poor sons are right now. Here's another lefty who is desperate to be a victim. Of course, they can never articulate what rights they have apparently lost. These people are so tiresome.
Knowing that I was born with more rights than I have now is a pretty crazy feeling. Knowing that what we're about to go through means the possibility of me losing more of my rights.
What rights did you lose? What did you lose? Nothing happened. Nothing has happened. What the fuck are you talking about? Jesus Christ. Okay. All right.
And that being a real threat is insane.
Yes.
Yes, you're living in a very nice house and everything with a nice, good place, while me, I'm fucking struggling over here, barely making ends fucking meet, you know? Yeah. We can basically see eye to eye to each other, you know? We definitely see each other the same way, you know? Says the woman that's literally living in a very, you can see that it's a really nice house in the background or so, while my sorry ass is barely fucking surviving over here.
Insane is a word you should reflect on long and hard in front of a mirror, preferably. And this next lass could also do with some self-reflection.
I was just walking down the street.
Oh god, it's fucking this one. Ah, jeez, it's fucking this one or so. I thought this one was fucking funny, to be honest.
To go get my medication because I'm out and I need it for today. And I saw a woman walking her 2 kids, and she had this look on her face. And I looked at her, we made eye contact, we both kind of nodded. Like we were both just devastated. And you could just tell in her eyes. I can't believe this country did this again. Why did I let myself have hope?
Oh, tiresome, so tiresome. Now time to check in on the ladies of The View, and today it's Whoopi who's taking a break from scolding the public about being concerned with
Whoopi's wallet,
the economy. You see, she now gets it. She's just a working gal as well, struggling to make ends meet. We're all in this together, folks.
when you have one.
Hold up. Whoopi Goldberg. Let me. Can I hear that? Can I hear that again? Can I hear that sentence again?
A break from scolding the public about being concerned with cost of living, the economy. You see, she now gets it. She's just a working gal as well, struggling to make ends meet. We're all in this together, folks.
When you have
Hold up. Hold up. She's struggling to make ends meet. Excuse me? Her net worth is worth fucking $30 million. What is she talking about of struggling making ends meet? Her fucking annual salary is fucking $8 million. What the fuck are you talking about? That makes no fucking sense. She was even making like fucking 60 million back in fucking 2022. Yeah, she sure is fucking struggling, alright? Yeah, totally. Yeah, and I'm fucking living on a fucking gold mine over here. Yeah, I'm sitting on a fucking throne chair, you know, eating fucking grapes from my servant of hot men and women. Yeah, that's totally is what I'm fucking doing herself. While Whoopi Goldberg is fucking losing herself over there. Barely making ends meet. Yeah, that's totally is what's happening right now. Yeah, I'm being fed grapes right now at the moment and cube cheese or so. And I have some servant cutting my fucking 10-inch fucking steak or so. T-bone steak right now. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
have one candidate
So
who has
fucking...
been
I'm
running
losing my
for
mind with
12
these people.
years, who lies and changes things. I appreciate that people are having a hard time. Me too.
Yeah.
You forgot your sparkling water.
If I had all the money in the world, I would not be here.
Excuse me?
I work for a living. If I had all the money in the world, I would not be here.
Okay. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm honestly, I'm not going to say anything. But man, dude, that is a pretty terrible statement for you to say about that.
Okay, so I'm a work.
Okay, hold up. Whoopi Goldberg has a vacation home in Sardinia, Italy, and her childhood home in New York City. Wow, how interesting that is. How very interesting. $9.6 million or so. Multi-million-dollar house where Whoopi Goldberg lives.
Few entertainers have
This was 3 years ago.
worked as hard as Whoopi Goldberg has to claim her spot as one of Hollywood's most accomplished stars. With it's not safe for anyone. Not only is annually from her salary on The View alone, and these days she's filming a lot of those episodes.
Social distancing.
That's live from her mansion in West Orange, New Jersey, an estate that she first bought in 2009 for just under $3 million. Beyond that, Whoopi has lived in some of the nicest homes you can imagine all over the United States, including a Victorian-style home in Berkeley, as well as a 745-acre farm in Vermont. Even a gorgeous apartment in Manhattan that she would eventually sell for $3 million in 2010. She also used to own an absolutely jaw-dropping mansion in LA's Pacific Palisades that we're gonna take a look at in just a little bit. How's it going, guys? It's Kara the Vampire
Wow.
Slayer here for you with a brand new house tour.
That's a lot of houses that she used to own, for some of them anyways. Damn, that's crazy. Me who doesn't even have a house under her name. Not even one fucking house under my name? Damn, that's pretty fucking crazy in my personal opinion, you
This
know?
one exploring the homes both current and prior of Whoopi Goldberg. I've been a huge fan of Whoopi ever since I first saw Karina.
That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy, you know? I'm just saying. That's pretty fucking crazy. Damn. Interesting, huh? She's struggling, chat. She's struggling. Whoopi Goldberg is struggling, chat. She can't make ends meet, you know? She's struggling so hard, chat, you know? She's a struggling mom, you know? She's struggling pretty fucking hard, chat. You know, she's struggling pretty fucking hard, you know? You know, she's struggling. She fucking struggling, chat. You know, these pictures are just her, you know, just her time of struggling, you know? I'm just saying, you know? She's just struggling, chat. She's just fucking struggling, you know? That's all she is, you know? She's just struggling,
The
chat.
spotlight for 4 decades.
Ah, yeah.
This is
Here
your
we
spot.
go. This is it. This is it. This is everything.
What she craves today is this quiet spot in the sun.
Lots of people just need someplace they can go and just.
She's still struggling, chat. She's still struggling. I'm just saying.
The more I wrote about my mom, I thought I would have loved to have given this to
She's
her.
still
Same
struggling.
with my brother.
I'm just saying, chat. She's just struggling, you know?
Who both passed away.
In the View of fanboy, she is really out here working hard on the View. Her male counterparts make so much more. Hello, River. Welcome, Urso. It's damn, dude. I never knew she was struggling, man. I never knew she was struggling.
Working person.
There you have it. She's just like you guys. She's just struggling with mortgage payments and gas prices.
Oh yeah. Totally she's struggling.
Except she's earning around $8 million a year. And that was back in 2022. It could be even more now. That's $666,666 every single month.
Imagine if I earned that much money or so every single month, chat. I would make my mom retire, and I would literally pay for her vacation so she can go explore around the world before she has to go back to the void, you know, and you know, she eventually has to go back to the void, you know. At least like, but if I get paid that much money every single month, I would treat my mom every single day until she has to go back to the void, and then I'll be all on my own here with my sister on this side of the world or so, until later in the future I go back to the void as well, you know. I would give my mom the best memories or so, or I would knock out her bucket list or so if I got paid that much every single month.
According to that report, Joy Behar earns $7 million a year, and Sunny Hostin is on $1.6 million. Maybe that's why she's.
I would pay ways for her to lose weight. I would pay for her to go to a spa. I would pay for a massage therapist to fix her issues that she has in her legs. I would pay for her to go on vacation whenever she wants to explore the world where she never got the chance to. And I would actually pay to open up a business for her. That's what I would do for her before she has to go back to the void. And then I would buy a house for her, 100%.
Is the angriest of the lot.
That's what I would do. That's what I would do if I got paid that much every single month.
By that much for doing the same work. Guys, you know what? All of that is for my mom. I think
all of that. Every last one of it.
Coming on.
Makes no fucking sense.
President-elect Donald Trump's team is coming together, and Trump 2.0 will be uncompromising in delivering.
Oh, the Trump got the new Windows update. Now it's Trump 2.0. Okay, I see.
His MAGA agenda. These are all his.
He got the new
thoroughly
update. You know, he got the new Windows
histories.
update.
The first time around, he did have a few in his team who were rivals, critics. He thought it was a way of countering the anti-Trumpers to try to neutralize them. But the whole keep your enemies closer strategy is gone, thank God. And among his selections is Marco Rubio for Secretary of State. Here is Rubio being confronted by pro-Palestinian activists.
Senator Rubio, will you call for ceasefire?
No, I will not. On the contrary.
Rubio,
are you filming it? I want you guys to get this. I want them to destroy every element of Hamas they can get their hands on. These people are vicious animals who did horrifying crimes, and I hope you guys post that.
And what about the civilians that are being killed every day?
Hamas should stop hiding behind civilians, putting civilians in the way. Hamas knew that this was going to lead to this. So Hamas should stop building their military installations underneath hospitals.
Hey, AJ.
You don't care that 15,000.
The struggle is real for the celebrities. So much struggle that she only has one spot to relax. Very relaxed vice, maybe 6. Apparently, she owns a house in Italy. That's what Whoopi Goldberg owns, or so, is a house in Italy. So, and then she owns another house in Los Angeles. So, actually, it's a vacation home in Italy, and she owns a house in Los Angeles, and she owned a couple other properties in the past. So, I don't know, man. I'm just saying.
Terrible, and I think Hamas is 100% to blame. That's what I think. Make sure you post that, please.
Make sure you post that. Let's bring in documentary filmmaker and journalist Ami Horowitz. Ami, it's quite an appointment, and today we'll...
I'll be honest with you. I don't know anything. I know nothing of what's happening over there. I know zero. All I know is that there's just two countries fighting each other. What were the two countries that were fighting each other, chat? What were the two countries that were fighting each other? I don't even remember, to be honest. That's how you know I don't know jack shit over there, to be honest. I literally don't know what the fuck is happening over there. All I know is just two countries fighting each other. The only one that I know or so, Israel is one of them. Okay, it's one of those. Okay. The only one that I know is Russia versus Ukraine. That's like the only one that I know off the top of my head. So that's the only one that I know. If you don't grab a newspaper, I don't grab newspapers. So see, that's how you know I don't care. I don't care. A vacation home in Italy. Oh Lord, the struggle of that poor celebrity. Maybe I could trade with her my tiny place for her vacation house. I would take one for the team. No, I would, she should trade it to me because I would give it to my mom. Because my mom wants a house and I would give it to my mom instead, so. Hey, Mr. Super Perfecto. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Oh, you're part of my YouTube community. Welcome to my YouTube frogs or so. Welcome to my stream. Welcome to my Twitch chatters or my Twitch frogs or so. I don't know how you want to call it or so, but welcome or so.
Learned that Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon
Hey,
Musk
Royalty.
will lead the
It's been a while since I've seen you. I hope you've been doing well.
Two of the smartest guys in any room working together to cut
Oh, I
government
see, I
waste.
see.
That's quite a winning team.
Yes, it is. Si vis, paros bellum, secure peace by preparing for war. That has been the saying through the ages, from Clausewitz to John Wick and now to Donald Trump. Welcome to the Donald Trump doctrine, as opposed to the Biden doctrine, which is war through cowardice, right? That's essentially what we had then, and this is what we have now. And I'm super pumped for it. Look, this is not a neo-isolationist policy that people were scared of. How do I know? Because the people who we...
Welcome to the basement. You can never leave.
Because we've seen this in the past. This is another continuation of the first Trump administration. We know we did. We know what happened. Look, this is not hard. Is he going to abandon Ukraine like people are trying to make us believe? No, of course not. He might hold them more accountable, but let's not forget that when did Russia invade Ukraine? During the Obama administration, during the Biden administration. When he didn't go after them?
Really? It was during the Obama administration? Really, it was? It went that far back or so? Damn, I didn't even know, to be honest.
was during the Trump administration. Guys, this is not hard stuff, okay? This is going to be a muscular foreign policy, which is going to essentially say peace.
Because you want to know something? You guys really want to know something? I don't really care what's happening around the other side of the world, because the reason why is because I'm struggling over here. Okay? I'm trying to work really hard or so, right? I'm trying to find ways and like methods or so, even trying to have AI to help me out or so, to lighten the load or so on some of the work stuff that I need to do, and then finding ways and like trying to learn new tools and shit to, you know, try to be at least quote unquote, you know, quotation marks, you know, quote unquote popular, right? To get a little bit more recognition, right? To get pushed up into the algorithm, right? Because I want to help my mom. I want her to stop working. I want her to retire. I want to buy a house for my mom. You know, I want to open up a business for my mom. I want to pay for her vacation so she can go around the world. You know, like, you know, the reason why I'm trying to earn money, and a lot of it, is to help my mom. So, you know, I've said this multiple times on my streams and VODs. She was there when I had a really low percentage of survival rate as a baby when I was being born. I had no survivability of being alive after my birth. So my percentage of living was really low, apparently, is what my mother told me. But she stood by my side through the entire time, and I didn't leave the hospital until like way later or so. Until like way later. So, yeah. So she was there with me like almost every single day. I even have I've seen the pictures and everything, so.
True strength. That's the bottom line. And he's appointing phenomenal people. By the way, Pete Hegseth is now going to be Secretary of Defense. He's going to have Mike Huckabee as the ambassador.
No, one of the things that they told me or so specifically was that my immune system was the weakest out of all of the other people that he pulled babies out of. So apparently my immune system was the weakest one of them all. So apparently I had to be in some kind of container or so. This is what my mom told me. Like, I had to be in some kind of container specifically for me or so and everything. So if I remember correctly, my mom had to hold me or so, like, differently when I was coming out or so. They had to cut open her stomach or so because I couldn't come out normally. So they had to open Mama Azathoth's stomach. And then they just specifically said that I had the most weakest immune system, that I could easily die. And I was struggling on a lot of things apparently. I don't really know what it was specifically. Like my mom didn't tell me the entire story. She just only told me like little bits of it or so, because she didn't want to tell me the full entire story. I don't know why. But she told me all of this stuff that I was like, yeah, your survival rate as a baby or so was pretty fucking low apparently. You could have fucking died when you were born. So I was like, oh, that's cool. Thanks for telling me, Mom.
Israel, friends of mine, I feel like a proud papa.
So why do you think I want to give her, why do you think I dedicate my life to her,
And Elon, look, generally, I'm not in favor of creating new departments to create more efficiency, but I think in this case, I'll give him a pass. Look, Elon Musk is the right guy for the right job. How do I know this? Just compare SpaceX to NASA, okay? SpaceX is 10 times more efficient and twice as fast as NASA. That when they have cost overruns, SpaceX has 1% cost overruns as opposed to 90% for NASA, okay? This is the man we need for this job. He created an entire industry, the electric car industry, out of his own mind. By the way, how is he not getting credit for that for the woke crowd? Of course he's not. He is demonized.
Are the electric cars good, chat? I remember back or so, I remember back there was one person who created the water car. Apparently they assassinated him or so. I don't know. I heard rumors or so that this one person actually managed to solve like a way to use water instead of like fossil fuel or gas or anything like that. But then apparently they assassinated him or something like that. I don't know. That's what I've heard or so. I don't know if it's true or anything like that. So I have no fucking idea. Like I said, I have no idea. So I heard that was a thing or so. Base mom, treat your mother right, chat. Yep, yeah, treat your mom right.
Look, is Vivek one of the smartest guys in the room?
You always gotta treat your mom right, no matter what.
I'm pumped. This is gonna be great.
That's why I always love my mom. So, no matter what.
Let's hear from Joe Rogan and comic Theo Von, both of whom.
Thank you for the followers, though. Welcome.
Interviews with Donald Trump, but both were of the left. Joe Rogan was a big Bernie Sanders fan. They both seem to have been red-pilled, and here I think Theo Von really nails what helped clinch the nomination. And
I'd be curious, would Donald Trump ever do an interview with a VTuber? I'd be very curious if Donald Trump would ever do an interview with a VTuber. That would be very interesting, to be honest.
Presidency for Trump.
You want to hear something crazy? Trump, at the day of the election, Dana White told me he'd been up for 72 hours.
Unbelievable.
I go, how's that possible? He goes, dude, he's a freak.
The guy is as resilient. No one could go through all that. When the Justice Department started to him over, that's when a lot of people were like, you know what? The only thing we should be able to believe in this country is at least the justice system.
Probably. Who knows?
And if they're him over,
right.
And then he got shot at a
that would be cool to see him do an interview or so.
Couple of times, dude.
Bit of blue language there, but you get the idea, Army. I think that nomination was his when that Mar-a-Lago raid happened, when we had all the lawfare, all the trumped-up charges. The Democrats thought if he was cast as a convicted felon, he'd be unelectable. And in the end, they just exposed what lengths they were going to go to try to clinch this election. And people weren't having it this time around.
They used the IRS on the Obama administration to go after people. And yes, that turned people off. I don't know how they don't get this and they don't understand this. When you try to demonize people, they will not follow you. This is really simple stuff. Look,
of course
I can tell you personally, when they try to frame Trump as a anti-Semite, as a fascist, as Hitler, and they try to convince Jews, okay, I'm a Jew. They tried this on me. It didn't work. I'm sorry. I'm not that dumb. When they tried to scare Latinos, and they said, look, what is more racist than trying to convince people like Latinos or Jews that they have to vote a certain way because I'm viewing it that way, right? They create this manufactured, contrived controversy.
That's pretty stupid in my personal opinion. That right there is how you easily lose the people. Like 100%. That's how you easily lose people's trust and just everything in general, you know? I'll be honest with you. When I heard stuff like that, I never believed them anyways.
About Puerto Rico, nobody bought it. They failed from beginning to end because why? Their policies are failing. They know that, they understand that, they had to come with something in order to knock Trump out and to get other people to follow them. But guess what, Rita? It simply did not work.
And on that manufactured outrage about Puerto Rico, the man who made the joke, because if you actually didn't see...
That is pretty fucking stupid for them to say that, like, the Latinos have betrayed their race or so. You want to know something? Rich Latinos don't give a fuck, to be honest. Rich Latinos doesn't help out people who are just barely coming in here illegally. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. They really don't fucking care. I know this because I've met them, okay? I fucking met them from personal experience. They literally don't give a fuck, dude. They're gonna vote for someone who literally benefits their wallets, you know? Like, honestly, they really don't care. Like, straight up, dude. They really don't fucking care, you know? I've seen it, especially those Mexicans who own, like, you know, the gardening, you know, business and shit like that. 9 times out of 10, they don't care. They really don't.
See the rally, you would have thought Trump had said that joke about Puerto Rico and floating island of garbage.
And then on top of that, you saying to Latinos, saying that they betrayed their own race, that's also a thing that, like, Latinos and Latinas will never forget. Hispanic people do not forget the shit talk that you guys will say to us. If you talk to us, if you talk down to us, any Latino or Latina, right? If you talk down to us specifically, and we catch whiff of that, and we see that, we listen to that shit, we don't fucking forget, okay? We do not forget the crucial moments like that. We have good memory for that shit.
Joke, Tony Hinchcliffe, he has finally addressed it.
On my speech on free speech, I referenced Puerto Rico, which currently has a landfill problem in which all of their landfills are filled to the brim. I guess I'm the only person that knew about this. With that said, I just want to say that I love Puerto Ricans. They're very smart people, and they're smart enough to know when they're being used as political fodder. I apologize to absolutely nobody. Not to the Puerto Ricans, not to the whites, not to the blacks, not to the Palestinians, not to the Jews.
And it's refreshing approach to take, Army. If you've done nothing wrong, don't apologize.
Now, look, the massive and racist
my nose is all stuffy or so from the it's been super windy the past couple of days.
Okay, again, to expect a group of people to vote a certain way is by definition racist. How do they not understand that?
It's racist.
Line on this thing. Look, and by the way, to make it worse, they're doubling down on this insanity. I mean, you're now hearing people talk about how Latino men are exemplifying toxic masculinity. God.
Man, dude. First it was white guys. Now it's Latino guys now. You don't want to fuck around with a Latino guy, calling them, toxic masculinity. You really do not want to mess with these kinds of people. You do not want to fuck around and find out when you do this to Latinos. Or even on top of that, Latinas or so. You do not want to fuck around with if you decide to shit talk to us, okay? You really do not want to stir the pot with that one, to be honest. I'm just warning them, you know? Funny thing is that I knew they were gonna pull this shit. Dude, honestly, when I heard them say that Latino men or so are dumb and uneducated, and some white women who voted for Trump or so are uneducated, I'm just like, oh, so you're calling them stupid? That's what you're saying? You're calling them stupid? Damn, dude, that's a pretty bold fucking statement for you to say that, actually.
Guys, this is not the approach to take when you are absolutely losing among Latinos who are part of your coalition that won the last couple of races. This is not the way you handle it. They don't get it. They don't understand it. And you know what? Great. I'm glad, because all that's going to do is lead to a more entrenched Republican majority. Let's do it. Let's go for this.
Now let's
He's not wrong. He's not wrong at all, to be honest. He's really not wrong on that point.
Pelosi, she played a key role in the quiet coup against Joe Biden. She's claiming now that Kamala's loss was what Biden's fault, because he didn't step down sooner, and if Kamala had more time, she'd win.
Had the president gotten out sooner, there may have been other.
Fucking Nancy Pelosi, dude. You know, the funny thing about it, when she was running up or so, I did not vote for her, to be honest. I remember that Nancy Pelosi was running or so for whatever the fuck she was running for during the time or so. I never voted for her. I'm gonna be honest with you. Never even voted for her. I thought she was a terrible person.
Candidates in the race, Kamala, I think, still would have won, but she may have been stronger, having taken her case to the public sooner. The anticipation was that if the president were to step aside, that there would be an open primary.
Who is she kidding? The longer Kamala had, the worse it was. I mean,
Yep.
they should have left it to the last minute and given her a week or two before people could work her out and see just how vacuous she was, how completely unprincipled. I think that is just bizarre from Nancy Pelosi, because whatever you say about her, she is normally a pretty savvy political operator. And if she's blaming Joe Biden for not stepping down sooner, that seems to be the wrong call.
Oh my God. I mean, they wanted to give Americans more time to get to know the human Potemkin village we know as Kamala Harris. Are you kidding me? More time? The only reason why she got this close is they didn't really know her at all. That's the reason this wasn't even a bigger blowout.
Now they want Biden to step down so Kamala can be the first female president before Trump takes over. I heard about that. I actually did hear about that. They want fucking President Biden to fucking step down and initiate Kamala Harris to be the first president. I'm gonna be honest with you, that is the most stupidest thing I've ever heard in my entire life, to be honest. It's so fucking dumb. It's so fucking dumb.
Look, this woman ran, let's not forget, she ran for the Democratic nomination in 2020. She had to pull out in 2019, 2 months before the first vote, because no one wanted her. Forget Americans, the Democratic Party didn't want her. But she was put in, obviously, as we know, because she was a DEI candidate. And by the way, that's not racist. That's just fact. Yeah, they wanted her. She wanted her. The Americans get to know her.
Yeah, no worries. Take care,
God,
take care.
Nancy,
Be safe,
Nancy,
AJ.
rookie
Be
stars,
careful.
they
Be
knew her as fully as
safe.
they
Be
did. That's
safe.
crazy talk.
Well, who's going to be the next one for the Democrats? You look at the Republican side, and they've got a lot of impressive young talent. You can see
They do.
who their potential
They really do.
candidates can be for the next 20 years. We talked earlier about Vivek Ramaswamy. You've got Ron DeSantis. You have obviously JD Vance. Their talent pool is significant there. And I'm looking at the Democrat side. Who do you see as the next one who they'll be looking to in 4 years to put them back in the White House?
You know, it's so interesting. This is actually the first time since 19.
No wonder Biden wants to have lunch with Trump. Dude, I bet you $10 when they went to go eat lunch or so over there. I bet you President Obama too was over there, and they were just playing Minecraft or so, and they were just this is what they were doing, chat. This is literally what they were doing the entire time.
Stone.
Oh yeah, right.
Personally, Joe, I wouldn't waste your time with it.
This was right after lunch or so when President Biden went to go visit Donald Trump or so. This is literally what they were doing.
It doesn't really doesn't fit your skills.
They were playing Minecraft the entire time, chat.
1992, that they haven't had a front runner 4 years earlier.
They secretly own a YouTube channel. Okay.
This is first of all, before they can choose who will be a front runner, the Democrats have to decide in which direction are they going to go. They have to decide whether or not they're going to move to the center, which will lead to more wins, or they're going to double down and move to the hard left because they're not as pure. And you hear it now already. You hear there's a disconnect. So half the people are saying in the Democratic Party, we didn't move to the center enough. But half are still saying we weren't giving all our all. We weren't pure to our values. Okay? That is a recipe for loss. I have one thing to say to you, Rashida Tlaib, 2028. I'm there for you.
Yeah, let's have the whole squad running together. Ami Horowitz, thanks for your time.
Damn, dude. That's crazy. That's actually legit freaking crazy, dude. Honestly, that is just, man, dude. Oh man, like I said, it's pretty fucking funny to see what Australia's newsletter says talking about this. I'm gonna be honest with you, the Australia ones are so fucking funny, to be honest. But yeah, anyways, yeah, that's the end of the video. You guys can comment, like, subscribe, do all that fancy jazzy stuff, and do the YMCA dance, you know? Do the YMCA dance. And yeah.